The bluegill fishing doesn't get any easier than it is right now. It's springtime. This is my favorite time to be fishing for bluegill because 90% of the fish are going to be within 5 feet of the bank, and all I need is my ultralight rod, a little piece of bait, and a little time, which is all I've got. I don't have that much time today, but I guarantee you I'm going to be catching a ton of fish today. Let me show you how I'm going to do it.
Let's see what you got.
My bait's going to be a Berkeley Gulp pinch crawler and a West 64th ounce jig head. And like I said in the intro, these things are going to be right up against the bank. So all I'm going to do is just flip it out there and jiggle that rod up and down. Right along the bank here, these fish are bedding. Springtime, it's a little bit of a nibble there. Got him. Oh, that was a good take right there. That looked like a decent fish. But yeah, all these guys are just stacked up against the bank, and they don't really care that I'm here jiggling this thing around. All they care about is making sure that their bed's got them. Boom. First fish of the day is a very nice gill. All right, look at this beautiful fella. Let's let him go. See you, buddy.
It's the first of many.
All right, let's do it again. I'm gonna see how many fish I can catch without even engaging the reel. I bet it's gonna be a lot. Oh, we got one chasing. Got him. Ooh, look at that, a crappie. A baby crappie, but a crappie nonetheless. Show the secondary camera here. Beautiful little guy. Let's let him go so he can grow. All right, let's move over a little bit because I'm seeing a lot of schooling fish over here along this mowed grass. Got some moss right here too. Let's see, we got a lot of chunk rock down in here, which is perfect for these fish to take cover in from predators and whatnot. Got him. Got ourselves another baby crappie. All right, oh my. All right, this guy's a lively fella, so I'm gonna show it to you upside down. Let's throw him back. See there, dude. Still have not engaged the reel yet. If I do have to engage the reel, it's probably because something really, really big is taking the bait. There are definitely gonna be some bass up in the shallows too. Man, another crappie. I was out here for bluegill, and here we're catching some little crappie. All right, you gonna see him? There he goes.
Crappie.
All right, let's see if we can find ourselves some big old bluegill. Got him. Boom, we got ourselves another gill. Oh yeah, now that it's springtime, these guys are really, really pretty. They're getting their colors back. So I am gonna move on to the next spot here. I moved to a more shaded spot because I think the bluegill out in the sun, they're just a little too spooky right now. Anytime I approach them, they see me and then they scatter. I'm gonna toss it out here in this more shaded area. I see some gills. Got them. Ooh, see what I'm saying, guys? This is just amazing right now. Dang, check that guy out. That is a beautiful bluegill. Really, really nice bluegill, especially for this lake. See, buddy? Let's see if we can get him to take again. Got him. There's another one. Boom. Look at that one. Absolutely amazing. These guys are going crazy. See you later, dude. So all I'm really doing is just flicking it out there and just bouncing it up and down, jigging it, just getting that thing dancing in the water. They cannot resist.
They look so delicious.
So I said in the intro that really want to look for like within 5 feet of the bank, but really what I mean by that is you got to be looking in really shallow areas. So like right here, there's just a giant flat. It slowly slopes out into deeper water. So that's what you really need to look for, is the low, shallow areas with a lot of rock and sand where they can build their beds and start spawning. Oh, dang, that was a good take right there. Let's see if we can get him back here. Got him. There's another one, little guy. All right, I got my little buddy here. Let's let him go. See you, dude. Got him. Yes, sir. Another decent gill right here, and they are mad at me. All right, another decent gill right there. They are just all stacked up on the bank like I thought they would be. I think I've smoked that spot. Move on down to the next one. There are plenty of them to pick from. I'm just gonna drop it down in there and let them work. Got him. Yes, sir. Now we're talking. I think this is a, oh no, that's just a straight up bluegill. This is a pretty one too. Boom, look at that. See you, buddy. So yeah, generally speaking, probably the best time to go, this is midday, but the best time to go is early in the morning or late at evening when the sun's going down or the sun's coming up. Because out here in the sun, these, I don't know, I just find that these fish would much rather be in the shade for one, but also you can hide yourself a lot easier in the shade versus directly in the sunlight. The one basically on the other side of the lake where it's just all exposed to the sun, those fish are super wary.
I ain't scared.
But if I was going to be going for those guys, I wouldn't have a jig like this. I'd probably be going with a drop shot. I think a drop shot on the other side where all the sun is would be absolute dynamite. Cast out a little deeper. Got them. A little deeper when the fish get all spooked and they head for deeper water for, you know, they're thinking I'm a predator, which I guess they're not terribly wrong about that. Got him. There's another one. All right, we'll get a good look at him. Throw him back. See you, buddy. All right, I'm gonna try to do my best to cast around this tree right here. Got him. Oh, yes, sir. I knew there was a good one over there. Had to have been. All right, Bubba, let's get a picture of you. Yes, look at that. Beautiful fish. Whew, man, I'd never get tired of catching these guys. So if my audio sounds like it changed, it's because it did. My phone died and that's what I used to record my audio, so.
Excuses, that's all I hear.
Audio should still be good, but just in case you guys are wondering why it sounds a tad different than before. Got him. Alrighty. Got ourselves another gill. Little baby feller. All right, see you later, dude. One thing you can do, if you didn't want to fish like I am with a little jig, you can, oh, is that, oh yeah, it's a tiny, what is this, a green sunfish? Yoop. But if you guys wanted to fish not with a jig head, you guys could just use the good old hook and bobber rig. And what I would do is like what I'm doing right now, just casting parallel to the bank and just slowly working it back, just working it through their beds and stuff. That would also work wonders. I don't have any floats with me right now, so I'm not gonna do it, but that is definitely an option to you if you wanted to. Got him. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. What is this? Oh, it's just a dark bluegill. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, just slowly working it back. Do not want to rush this. Oh, they're all right here now. Oh my goodness, this one's putting up the fight of the day so far. Hey, not bad. Man, check it out. Oh, goodness gracious. This is just so much fun.
You got that right.
Got one. There's another one. Let's see if we can get him around this tree branch here. Oh, we'll get him over the tree branch. Got him. Alrighty. Another little guy. Another little feller. See you later, buddy. I'm gonna fire on down here. There are always some nice gills in this stretch right here. Got him. Dang, son. Man, this is just too much fun. They should outlaw how much fun this is. All right, give you a good picture of them. See you later, buddy. Got him. Ooh, holy Moses. Dude, what a fish. We are on the good ones now right here. Whoa. I just about hit that guy out to center field trying to catch him.
Haywood swings and crushes one towards South America.
Well, I'm just about out of time, but there is one more spot I want to hit that always produces really nice bluegill. Let's see what happens over there. Oh, had a hit right on the drop there. That's a good sign. That is a really good sign. Got him. Yes, sir. Oh, you popped off. That's okay. We've got 2 hits on 2 casts. I like where we're headed right now. Got him. Good grief. These guys are all up in here like I hoped they would be. Mr. Gill, let's get you unhooked. Get a quick pick. All right, thanks for showing up and saying hi. We'll see you later. Yeah, guys, it is just too easy with these guys, as shallow as they are, and they are just all stacked up against the bank. They're in the spawn, so they're super, super aggressive. They just hit anything that they think might be a threat or impurity around their nest. So any kind of jig that comes floating around like that, and they're just gonna get all mad. Somebody invaded my home, I'd be mad too, right? All right, you know what I'm talking about.
Hey, look, I made a mistake. Damn right you made a mistake.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later. One thing I like to do with any kind of bait that I'm working with, and especially these ones that I like worm, like these pinch crawlers here, what I'll do is I'll just take a piece off of them like this, because I really don't need the whole thing to be catching a lot of fish. So like these guys, I could probably break them up into half or even thirds, and that's going to be plenty of bait for me. And by doing this, I'm saving myself a lot of money and I'm catching a lot more fish. Got him. All right. Sweet. These guys are just all kinds of busy today, and I love it. I gotta get a look at that. Oh, got another one. Yes, sir. Oh, what have we got here? It's another crappie. Hey, Mr. Crappie, what's going on? Hey, where are some of your mamas and papas? You know, the big old slabs up in here. Because if they're babies, that means there gotta be some slabs in here, right?
I won't tell. I'll never tell.
Gotta be real careful with your casts along areas like this. Real easy snags. But if you can thread the needle, you can find some fish. All right, look at that little feller. See ya. I call them little, but you know what? They're big enough for bait. If I was going for some catfish, I'd be throwing him in the bucket for show. Oh, got one on the drop. Yes. That thing, it's like I dropped it right on his head. And here he is. Beautiful little guy. He is very yellow. It's very sunshiny yellow. Look at that. Yellow belly sapsucker. See, dude. Oh, dang. Goodness. Wow, Bubba. Thanks for giving me a ride there. That was pretty fun. That was a fun little take. All right. See you later. Oh, got him. Man, these guys are just all stacked up against this corner. Oh man, he's swimming back toward me. Oh, this guy's putting up a fight. Hey Bubba, what's going on? He's a beefy feller. He's got a nice little body on him. See you later, bud. Oh, he mad. Get a load of this, bub. Oh my gosh. These guys are just so freaking fun to catch. Got him. Dadgum, son. This thing is just amazing. Oh, wow. That is incredible. Little guy, going back to get bigger.
He left a scorched earth in his wake.
Well, this jig is kicking serious butt today, but there is another rig that I love to use for bluegill. It's called a drop shot rig. I've got a video of how to make it and how to fish it. It is an amazing rig that catch you a ton of bluegill and a bunch of other fish too. If you guys check out that video, you see what I mean. I hope to see you guys over there. Thanks for watching.